right, so finally, after a very long time in waiting, the West African Examination Council had kicked off the West Africa Senior School Certificate Examination for school candidates for the year 2021. It had kicked off finally, and so we're going to be looking at the final international timetable. You can see that we're also going to be offering tips, tricks, and secrets for students to actually use to ensure that they optimally perform in this exam and gain that excellence that they are aiming for. So our focus, our aim, our target, our purpose is to just prepare students for this academic excellence. But information in this age is power, and that's why we are going to be giving you a lot of tips, a lot of information that can help you to scale this exam wonderfully. So sit down, relax, let's get this information out there, and I'll be right back in a gimmick. So this is the timetable for the exam, and the very first thing I would like to draw your attention to is that you don't need to be confused. This is a full international timetable, most likely the one that will be made available to you locally, maybe in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Gambia, may not be as comprehensive as this, okay? But this is actually the comprehensive one, and you can see there are some subjects that are being featured twice, okay? Like for example, here you can see you have physics, you have chemistry, and if you also go on, you are also going to see again this is chemistry, this is again physics. So just don't be alarmed. This is the key that you need right here. So if you see anyone that is asterisk only in one place, that is for students in Ghana only. Double asterisk is for students in Nigeria only, that's Nigeria for you. Triple asterisk is for those in Gambia and Sierra Leone. And then when you have 4 asterisks, that is for those in Liberia. And when you have 5 asterisks, that is for those in Sierra Leone only. So this is the guideline for you to make best use of this particular exam. All right, so the link to this is going to be shared in the description for the video. You can go ahead, download it, and what I will advise is for you to first and foremost note the date in which you are going to be having your exam. So for this particular one, you can see initially there are really no papers that are available from Monday 16th of August. This is the very first day that I'm going to be looking at it, and you can see now up till 18th, 19th, 20th, 23rd, you can see 24th of August, and on up to the 1st of September. So between now and the time your exam is kicking off, you still have some period of time in which you can fine-tune your preparation. And here you can see this is a single asterisk and it's also triple asterisk. So it is for those candidates in those particular regions that they are going to be having their oral English exam paper. Okay, so if that is applicable to you, what I advise to you is that first and foremost you need to note this, and once you know that, just look at other exam papers. Now look at further mathematics paper. It's not asterisk, meaning that this is going to be general for everybody. Look at biology here on Friday the 10th. Okay, 1st September 9th, that's further math. Friday September 10th, that's biology. Okay, and moving on from there, Monday the 13th of September, you are going to be having your English language exam paper. So now, because we did an official marking scheme on mathematics, students have been requesting that we should do some other subjects, and we put out a poll out there that students should vote for the next topic, the next subject that they want us to feature, and English topped the chart. So our next video is going to be English. Just watch out for that, so that you have tips, tricks, you'll have information about the exam. What is the thinking in the mind of the examiner when he's looking at your answer script, such that you can effectively prepare to actually solve with respect to that. So after Monday 13th, look at this, Tuesday 14th. So Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they are fully loaded for you, and you don't want to miss out on this. So you don't wait till this time before you prepare. Students, you need to prepare right from now. You need to start already. Your preparation should have started for at least 3 years ago, okay? But now they are culminating to this exam, so you should be fine-tuning your preparation. You need to study smart. You don't need to necessarily study hard and hard and hard, be jittery. You need to study smart. So let's look at some tips that will help you to get motivated and then to help you get ready for exam. We'll still come back to this. What I'm advising that you just highlight all the days in which you are going to be having your paper, and once you do that, you can go ahead with these other tips that are going to be very, very interesting, very applicable to you. And yeah, this is a mind map. I will share the link where this is actually gotten from the internet. Is free of charge. This is not my handiwork, and I love what these guys are doing. That's why I reference it again and again. Now, the very first thing that they are saying here, I want to start from here. Energize yourself. Okay, so you don't want to go into the exam looking dull. You don't want to go into the exam. Your health, your mental health, your physical health, and even your spiritual health are not sound. This time you need to energize yourself. Eat as is appropriate. Okay, watch inspirational videos. The fact that you are watching this is attesting to the matter that you want to be motivated for this particular exam. Okay, if you're a music person, relax with the music. Just make sure that your spirit, soul, and body are well prepared for this exam. This is not the time to fall sick. I want to beg you. In short, I'm praying for you. Sickness will not be your portion at this time, but you also need to take care of your mortal body, your physical body. You need to take care of your soul. This is not the time to be wasting time and watching BB Niger, watching Premier League, La Liga, even though they are starting. See, after exams, you have a whole lot of time for you to sit down and watch all those things, okay? And I wonder if Messi know about you. You know about Messi, you know about Ronaldo, you know their date of birth, you know the clubs they've been playing for, you know all the goals they've scored in whatever club they have been. But do they know you? Then let's prepare for your own life, okay? Then after doing that, after energizing yourself, you need to take action, okay? Action is a key matter that needs to start your work for you. And from your action, you are going to get motivation. Now, in physics, there is a law that says that every object continuing in a state of rest or of uniform motion except a third party is actually integrated into it. What this is talking about is inertia. Once you've been able to overcome the initial inertia of you staying still, you can gain momentum. So action gives you more motivation. I can say, okay, I don't want to read, but okay, let me just take a little. Just discover that this is not too bad. I can continue with this. Then keep the end goal in mind. Okay, there's a focus on which you are doing this exam, and maybe for some of you, Daddy had promised you that, oh boy, if you pass this exam with distinctions, I'm going to get you an iPad, I'm going to get you an iPhone, I'm going to get you an Android phone, I'm going to just give you a treat. Then keep that in mind, okay? That is the end goal that is just a short time. Much more importantly, you need to see the bigger picture. Now, for me, this is a very crucial matter. Seeing the bigger picture will help you to connect to your higher purpose. So, what's the reason for which you are facing this exam at this time? Okay, you want to do your O-level exams, your Waec, your NECO, your GCE, whatever exam it may be. But what is the bigger purpose? Perhaps you are aspiring to be a medical doctor. Then you know that without getting this, that dream will not become a reality. Perhaps you are thinking you want to be the next cybersecurity expert coming from Africa. Then without passing this exam, you may not be able to further your studies to actually realize that goal. So you need to just connect yourself to your higher purpose. Purpose blind you to irrelevancies. Once you have a sense of direction, you know where you are going, you're already highlighting what you need to do, steps you need to take, then you are living a purposeful life. When you need to study, you're not going to waste it gisting away. When you need to read, you are not going to waste it watching some irrelevant TV shows, because you know you are living purposefully. Okay, so a very good thing that you can do is ask yourself, why am I doing this? Where am I heading with this that I'm taking? Okay, where do I want to be in 9 years time? Okay, so maybe you are thinking, in 9 years time, after finishing my O-level exams, I want to attempt, for the Nigerian students, you want to attempt JAMB. After getting JAMB, you want to gain admission to an institution, maybe to study a course like medicine, like I said the other time, for science students. And now, being medicine, that's a 6-year course. Okay, so already you are factoring in this particular year for you to do your exam. By next year, you are doing your JAMB. Okay, that's 2 years already. In the next 2 years, by God's grace, hopefully you are going to gain that admission to go and study your course of choice in that institution. Like the example I'm using, let's say you are preparing to go and study medicine. Medicine is a 6-year course. You still get to do 1 year housemanship, and then you still get to go for your NYSC. So you already have 2 years now. You have 6 years for your medicine. That's 8 years. So in the 9th year, most likely you are going to be doing your housemanship, or you are going to be doing your NYSC. So already you are looking at, where do I want to be in 9 years time? I want to be already preparing for my housemanship, and then that will spur you on to say, then I need to take this and actually combat it effectively. Now, there is a lot of tendencies that you are going to be overwhelmed, because one of the mistakes that students generally do is that you don't prepare with respect to your syllabus. You don't even know the scope of work that you need to cover for your exams, but now you are looking at all the topics, all the exam questions that are being featured in the exam, and you are like, I've not covered this, I've not covered that, I still have this to do, I still need to study this. Now, do not be overwhelmed. Just take it piecewise. Even though the exam is here, even though you have quite a whole lot of things to read, being anxious will not solve anything, okay? The Bible says, be anxious for nothing, but with prayer and supplications, make your request known to God. So I will also advise you, just don't be intimidated by all of the things that are before you. People that have gone ahead of you have done it. Many people have gained wonderful academic excellence, and in your time, it's not going to be any different. Just put in the effort, and I can assure you that is going to be done. Then you need to have a sense of clarity. You need to be very, very deliberate, very, very specific about the things that you want to do. So set a goal, okay? Set a specific goal with a deadline now. Now, you know the day for mathematics. How many topics do you want to cover for your mathematics before that particular time? So you need to say, I'm going to make sure that by the week before mathematics, I would have covered all the topics regarding graph, okay, regarding triangles, angle of elevation and depression, circle theorems. I want to know everything about simultaneous equations. And then having this sense of purpose will effectively help you to know the direction to go. All right, okay? So if you have been motivated like this, you are well motivated, you are good to go, then getting ready for the exams is going to be a very wonderful thing. Now, already you should have a study countdown that, yes, I have only 14 days before my exam. Then I need to be very, very clear on the number of days that I have. Then that will create for you a sense of urgency, not an alarm. It will just help you to prioritize. You can, at this point, talk to your wards, talk to your parents, talk to your mom, talk to your dad, that please, dad, please, mom, I know you need me to sort those domestic works. I know you need me to help out with this and that. But for this particular time before my exam, please, I would like to finalize my study. And I can assure you, most likely 95% assurance, they are going to see that, okay, yes, now you know what you're doing. You are really interested in preparing for this exam. Then you're also wise enough to actually seek for permission to be allowed to study, and most likely they will just give you, okay? So be strategic, and this is where studying with us at DaveTuts Academy is very, very key, is very, very important. What is in the exam? What is in the syllabus that I should have covered? You should have been talking to your teachers. You should look at past exam papers, and at DaveTuts Academy, you can see that we have solved quite a whole lot of past questions, especially with respect to the STEM subjects, physics, mathematics, some bit of chemistry. Now, students are asking for English. We are just looking at means to dabble into that. But having access to past questions is going to seriously help you to know how best to prepare for your exam, okay? That's a big point that we cannot overemphasize. We have a whole lot of past questions that we have solved that are going to be very, very useful for you, and you should make use of those ones. You just need to be strategic. This is the time for you to be revising what you have studied, okay? So you can break down the exam content, okay, to know which one that you need to do. Now, for example, there's generally a trend in the way that exams were asked. There are questions that always they focus on. For example, in mathematics, I can assure you, triangles, you cannot miss it, whether in sine and cosine rule, bearing and distances, angle of elevation and depression. You just can't miss it, okay? It's going to come out. Graphs, you cannot miss it. You can, in short, so many times you also have questions on graphs in two places. Sometimes you're asked to draw maybe histogram, sometimes maybe ogive, and sometimes you're asked to solve questions on quadratic equations. It can be on trigonometry identity or just plain quadratic equations. So those ones, you just need to know that, okay, these are the format of questions that they normally ask, and then I should be able to prepare effectively with them. So studying exam content is in line with you looking at past questions to know the areas of concentration, what we popularly call the AOC. And what would this will help you to do is it will help you to practice questions, okay? You can ask, okay, since this question is coming out on vectors in further mathematics again and again, what is my understanding on vectors. Okay, now this is a mind map, and I know many students you really don't know how to do this, but in one of our upcoming videos we're going to show you how mind map can help you effectively prepare for your exam, because a picture speaks 1,000 words, and you can be able to gather your thoughts into a picture that will help you to revise effectively. So now this is the time for you to synergize with your friends. This is not the time to gist with them on irrelevant things. If you have a friend that is of like mind, you can actually sit together, revise together, go over your study materials together, so that this two-folded cord you can actually master and leverage on it to gain that academic excellence. Now, like I said before, you need to take care of your health. Please and please and please, it's not the time for you to fall sick. So take care of your spirit, take care of your soul, take care of your body. Make sure that you are not stressed at such a time like this. Okay, for you not to be stretched, you need some strategies. Do good breathing, have a positive mental attitude. Okay, that yes, this exam I can do it, people have done it before, mine is not going to be different. Exercise to keep your body in shape, and with all this, we want to assure you that God willing, you are going to gain that academic excellence that you desire for. So this is the timetable for the exam for students in all of the West African zone. Okay, so if you are a student from Ghana, from Nigeria, from Gambia, from Sierra Leone, from Liberia, this is the collation of all the timetable for all of you, and having it at your grasp is going to effectively help you to prepare for this exam. And at DaveTuts Academy, we are wishing you the very best of luck. We are putting you in our prayers. We have done a whole lot of tutorials that you can make use of. Now it's time for us to just commend you to your diligence and to God that all those efforts are not going to be in vain. We wish you the very best of luck, and until next time, God bless you.